The first scene of Jurassic World Dominion will show sights that Steven Spielberg could only imagine when he developed Jurassic Park. Colin Trevorrow's Jurassic World trilogy and Steven Spielberg's sixth-film Jurassic Saga will come to a close in 2022, with Colin Trevorrow's Jurassic World. Jurassic Park was an amazing state-of-the-art blockbuster when movie was released 28 years ago, showing perfectly lifelike dinosaurs, which audiences had never seen before. Jurassic Park was a roller coaster adventure movie that combined cutting-edge CGI technology with Stan Winston's animatronics. But it was the dinosaurs who truly dazzled, and created a lasting impression that has lasted for a generation. Despite the groundbreaking technical brilliance used by Spielberg and his visual effects team to bring prehistoric animals to life, the results are still up to modern VFX standards. CGI was still in its initial stages, and the technology at the time limited them. Spielberg also stuck to the overall narrative of Michael Crichton's Jurassic Park novel, limiting his dinosaur fantasies to a runaway dinosaur amusement park. Spielberg couldn't deliver a prologue, like the one in Jurassic World Dominion back in 1993. Trevorrow's picture begins 65 million years ago, during the Cretaceous period. Fans will be able to see dinosaurs as they lived in the real world, as well as experience the creation of Jurassic Park. A T-Rex fights and is slain by one of the film's new dinosaurs, the Gigantosaurus, in the film's opening scene, which also introduces numerous species of real-life dinosaurs not seen in previous Jurassic films. A mosquito, on the other hand, sits on the T-Rex's body, and sucks its blood, before becoming stuck in the amber of a tree. And this is the same mosquito that InGen recovered and used for resurrecting dinosaurs. Prologue of Jurassic World Dominion is a clever way to bring the story full circle, and pay homage to another memorable scene from Jurassic Park, when Hammond gave Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ellie Sattler, and Dr. Ian Malcolm a tour of Jurassic Park's genetics lab to see how the dinosaurs were created. They saw an interesting animated short film about a fly biting a dinosaur, becoming imprisoned in amber, and having its blood removed, to allow InGen's scientists to clone dinosaurs. Although the fly bit a Brachiosaurus rather than a T-Rex in the cartoon, Jurassic World Dominion's opening sequence is still the same fully realized origin narrative. The origin cartoon for Jurassic Park was a fast and entertaining method to transmit Michael Crichton's pseudoscience, explaining how the dinosaurs were cloned, and it fit John Hammond's reputation as a huckster and showman nicely. However, if Spielberg had today's technology back in 1993, it's feasible that he would have chosen to portray real dinosaurs alive and breathing 65 million years ago as well. No one can deny that Spielberg's Jurassic Park wowed audiences at the time, but with Jurassic World Dominion taking advantage of recent advances in visual effects, the film can wow fans, and most likely Steven Spielberg himself, in a way that the legendary director could only dream of, almost 30 years ago. But besides paying homage to the masterpiece, the latest edition in Jurassic World trilogy does something drastic. A notable T-Rex sequence set in a drive-in is featured in the extended promo for Jurassic World Dominion, which is a direct rejection of Jurassic Park's original primary message. Based on all available evidence, Colin Trevorrow's Jurassic World 3 will be an epic finish to his trilogy, setting new standards for special effects and general excitement in the dinosaur-based film franchise. Trevorrow appears to be returning to the past, as the longer trailer shows the prehistoric roots of these huge beasts. Nevertheless, one sequence in particular openly contradicts Steven Spielberg's original masterpiece, Jurassic Park. With IMAX screenings of F9, the Jurassic World 3 extended peek was offered. Following the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the sequence showcases several dinosaurs in the past, before switching to the 21st century. A helicopter is shown chasing after a T-Rex, as it rampages through a drive-in cinema, with many of the crowd oblivious to the carnage taking on behind them. It's a great climax in the trailer, and it links Jurassic World 3 to a classic horror narrative. But that's precisely the issue. Jurassic World has already changed their franchise's perspective of dinosaurs, portraying them as villains or monsters. This is a significant departure from Jurassic Park, which was always cautious to portray its dinosaurs as both awe-inspiring and tragic beings, both in conversation and in the direction of the film. The Jurassic World 3 trailer defies the nuanced approach taken in the first film, by bluntly depicting the franchise's most iconic dinosaur as a monster. The drive-in scene in the Jurassic World 3 trailer alludes to a famous horror and sci-fi trope, in which a real-life creature bursts through the screen while the crowd is viewing a horror film. Thankfully, the reference isn't as obvious in the trailer, instead paying respect by having the T-Rex approach spectators from behind. Nonetheless, the cliché is commonly associated with B-grade movie monsters and aliens, which are entertaining but, by their very nature, inexpensive. As a result, while the spoof in the Jurassic World 3 trailer is amusing, it cheapens the franchise's hallmark dinosaur. Jurassic Park, directed by Steven Spielberg, took the polar opposite approach to its subject matter. Every dinosaur in Jurassic Park was painstakingly created to look as realistic as possible. The T-Rex and the Velociraptors were fearsome, partly because of their realism, but they were also revered. The movie's central message wasn't that these beings were monsters, but that they didn't belong in our time. The classic shot of the T-Rex in the retro tundra, roaring loudly and magnificently while the film's score swells in the background, finest, exemplifies this. The genuine villains were the greedy, corporate thugs who sought to exploit these live beings for profit, regardless of the agony they caused. Jurassic Park's win was more of a triumph of nature over man than of man over nature. The protagonists barely make it out alive, having learned the folly of trying to control the uncontrollable. Already, the Jurassic World trilogy has taken a different approach to the franchise, depicting a world in which dinosaurs are tamed and kept under control within a lucrative theme park. The conflict in the film is caused by the introduction of a new, dangerous, man-made dinosaur that escapes and causes chaos, killing many people and destroying the park. The sequel altered the franchise even further, concluding with island dinosaurs wandering the mainland. Conclusion of Jurassic World 2 sets up Dominion. The plot will revolve around humans learning to coexist with dinosaurs, as the trailer confirms. It's bad that the T-Rex has become cheapened within the franchise, but the story in Jurassic World will hopefully make up for it. Tell us what you think about it in comments section. Thanks for watching.